So we are back here in Granbury for the Texas Region 2 Middle School State Championship. I'm really excited for this tournament because throughout the season we've been competing at high school tournaments, and the middle school tournaments that we have competed in haven't quite, prepared us for what the state will be like, because there are a lot of really good middle school teams here. So I'm really excited to see how we do against these teams, and we're hopefully going to gain a lot of experience that way and just ultimately have fun. And yeah, we haven't made a lot of adjustmts to the ring score or the bot at all. Just we've been working a lot on programming. So like I said, skills and programming tonight, in inspection. But we're gonna try to put up a good solid score and to hopefully carry the momentum into tomorrow. So we're gonna try to have some fun.
For how the programming is going to run, assuming everything works, we should get a 140, not including any of the rings we're going to get, but obviously programming never works perfectly, so we have absolutely no idea how it's going to work, but hopefully we can get that 140. I'm just excited to see if it works, and if it does, how well it works.
Chase. Hey, do you guys want to use our static mat?
Yeah, it blew up for it.
Let's just see what it does.
Why do you know that's supposed to ask for another point? Get something. Go get it. Go.
Yeah, in my opinion, the programming today, it stunk. Because at the beginning, we blew a port and we only got a 60. But I mean, that's still a 60, which is okay. It's a score. But after that, it hit the platform. Its last two programming runs, and it just stalled out and it didn't work. I mean, it's frustrating. It didn't work how we wanted to, but we still got a 60. So that should be maybe a 350 combined with our driver. It's gonna be interesting to see how everything else plays out.
So we just finished all of our skills runs for tonight. We were able to run 3 programming runs, and as Chase just told you, did not go as planned, but we have not run any of our driver runs so far, so hopefully we can make up with that tomorrow. So we ran out of time tonight to do our driver runs, but we were able to get 3 programming runs in. We did learn a lot from all those mistakes, but yeah, hopefully we can do better tomorrow. So we are back here in Granbury. We have just arrived for day 2 of the state championship. Last night did not go very well. We were only able to we got all of our programming runs in, but we only got a 60. So we're not able to improve it today, but we still have all of our driver runs. So obviously today will be for just the matches and the overall tournament in general. But we're gonna try to squeeze in a driver run at some point. So hopefully we can do good in that. But ultimately, we're going to try to get the bot prepared for the matches today and hopefully do better than last night.
I'm interested to see how today plays out, because the robot's working well, but we've been having an issue with blown ports with the drivetrain, and that's going to be an issue to figure out. But I'm just interested to see how it works out and how many win points we can get.
Autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go.
So just finished our first match. this one went really well. We won Auton, and then we filled up. We drove around, filled up an alliance goal with rings, and then once we finished filling that alliance goal up with rings, we traded with our alliance partner, and we filled that one up, sort of, got like 3 rings on it. But then we were able to put 2 up on the platform with 2 in our zone, plus all the rings that we got. So yeah, we filled them up with rings, and then we stacked 2, and then yeah, we did really good in this match, and hopefully we can. Yeah, we're gonna try to put more than just 2 up on the platform next time. But yeah, we've been doing really well.
Autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go.
No, they touch.
So that was our second match. This one was really interesting because there were 3 really good bots in this. Our alliance partner had a tug of war in Auton, and they neutralized our opponent. And then we got our goal, but then we got stuck on a ring and started spinning around in circles. So it didn't quite end up in our zone once the time went out. So we tied Auton. But after that, we filled up an alliance goal with rings. And then we tried to drive up with 1 and then have our alliance partner stack the rings with it beside us, like we did at our last tournament, but it got stuck, so it wasn't going to come out. So we ended up parking with 2. Unfortunately, the rings didn't count because it was stuck inside of our rear goal carrier. But yeah, we did really good in this match. It was a really tough match because there were 3 really good bots in it. But so we did really well in this one, and well, the rings really need to start counting because we lost 30 points in that. So hopefully we can make that happen in match 3.
Autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go.
So we just finished our 3rd match. This one did not go very well. We stacked, we filled one up with rings, and then we stacked our 2 goals. But then when we tried to put the 3rd one on, I think the second one we stacked was tipped the platform, and it looked like the 3rd one tipped it, but I'm still not sure. But the ultimate result was we tried to stack 3, and then it tipped over, so we ended up losing this match. It's unfortunate because we did so well in it. But yeah, we did well in it. Still, we just gotta be a little bit more careful with where we're putting the goals on the platform. So overall, we did good in this one. We just gotta do a little bit better.
Autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so that was our 4th match. That it went pretty well at the beginning. We grabbed 2, we filled 1 up with quite a few rings, and then we tried to park with 3, and we got halfway up. Then our alliance partner tried to push us up when we got there, but we went over the edge, so we had to try to push us up on the other side, and we were so close, and it didn't balance, so we only ended up getting like 80 points. So we're having trouble balancing the platform right now. We gotta try to not get too much, not get too greedy, and yeah, we just gotta do better.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
So we just finished our 6th match. This one went really well. We got our highest score that we've ever gotten. We put up a 219. But so we won Auton. We filled the goal up with rings, and then we stacked the 2 goals. Our alliance partner was able to bring a yellow goal into our zone. We stacked our 2 goals. Then we stacked that one. We had 3 up on the platform with rings and 1 goal in our zone. So yeah, we did really good in this one. We got 1 on our platform, or a few on our platform this time. So we did really good. Hopefully we can keep it up.
Autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go.
So we just finished our 5th match. This one did not go very well either. We still won Auton, but then when we were trying it, we picked up the alliance goal, filled it up with a few rings, but then when we were trying to fill it up with rings, our opponents came in and clamped onto the goal, and we got into a tug of war. It was pretty much a stalemate for like 30 seconds until we just let go because there are a lot of better things we could have done. So we let go, and then we only had the one with rings, so we need our alliance partner to park. So they had 2 goals. They were trying to park, and then something weird happened. The goals fell out, but so that's unfortunate. We ended up only having like 3 goals in our zone, I think. But yeah, it's unfortunate we weren't able to get any balance. We're really struggling right now to get anything up on the platform. So hopefully it can improve and hopefully get some goals on our platform.
Autonomous, 3, 2, 1, go.
So we just finished our 7th match. This one went really, really well as well. We grabbed a yellow goal in Auton as usual, and our alliance partner put a ring in the left alliance goal. However, that still wasn't enough to win Auton because our opponents grabbed their yellow goal and put 2 rings in their alliance goal. So it's unfortunate. We this had a really good Auton, but we still did really well in the driver portion. We picked up our blue alliance goal, filled it up with rings. And then one thing that's interesting is our opponents tried to come in and grab the left alliance goal. We wedged our bot in there to try to protect it for a little bit, and then once we were done filling up the 1 alliance goal, we dropped it off, picked up the 2nd alliance goal, filled it up with like 2 or 3 rings. And then one thing that's interesting is that our opponents tried to grab our first alliance goal we filled up with rings, and when they tried to grab it, they knocked off a ring. So technically it would be a DQ, but we ended up winning the match anyway, so it wasn't match affecting. But so yeah, once we were done kind of sort of filling up the 2nd alliance goal, we stacked our neutral goal, then the 2 alliance goals, and our alliance partner was able to even bring another neutral goal to our zone. So we put up a 170. It's a really good score, even considering up against a really good team. So yeah, we did really well in this match. Hopefully we can keep it up through match 8 and hopefully do well in elims.
Autonomous, 3, 2, 1, go.
So we just finished our 8th and final Q match. This one we did really, really well in as well. We won Auton, then we filled 2 goals up with rings. We filled the first one up with a lot of rings, and we dropped it off. We swapped with our alliance partner. We filled that one up with rings, and then we stacked 3 goals up on the platform. We stacked our goals and the goal that we traded with our alliance partner, and we had 1 goal in our zone. So we put up like a 170. We did really well in this one. We're gonna see how we can do in elims. Our rank isn't that great, but hopefully we can do well.
2148A, who do you choose? 15979K, Annihilation. Do you accept? They accept. Awesome.
Autonomous, in 3, 2, 1, go.
Southwest T4 violation. Red wins. Autonomous bonus. Driver control. Go.
Alright, the starter crossing has ready controlling a neutral goal and one of their own goals. Now is loading rings. Blue attempts to disrupt them. He also attempts to pick up the tall neutral goal.
Go. You have somewhere to go. You're not trapped.
Ready, still collecting rings. blue is attempting to stack. Red is attempting to do the same. On one side we have blue attempting to pick up the tall neutral goal, and on the other red is attempting to stack.
Hey, 35.
30 seconds remain.
No.
Both reds are attempting to stack.
Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. No, not that one. Not that one. No. Stay there. We already won.
Alright, let's do this. Autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, to start us off, you have to do 2 neutral goals and 2 of their own. Red is attempting to collect rings and blues attempting to stack. Blues attempting to disrupt. We have one of these robots ready to stack and one on red. Meanwhile, both teams are still collecting rings. Right now we have red attempting to stack, blue doing the same. Both teams are loading rings. Blue is attempting to stack a robot and a goal. Both teams are attempting to stack with 30 seconds remaining. Blue has call. 3, 2, 1.
So, if you were at this tournament or you heard about it, you're probably wondering what we thought. And just put it at this, we really didn't feel like this tournament lived up to the standards or the expectations that we had for the state tournament. However, we plan to work with the RIC over the summer to make sure this never happens again, so that in the future we can keep enjoying what's great about these tournaments and just keep having fun. But there were a lot of things that we did learn from this tournament.
One of them, to be honest, we want to check. We've learned that we want to check each time to make sure that the field in the GPS code is set up right, because during the skills we feel like it wasn't set up right, and I feel I should have noticed that, and I should have said something, because we feel like that's why our skills program failed. But there are, yes, like Linda mentioned, we did. That's one of the things we learned, and I feel like we've learned a lot. When you can go over more.
Yeah, so at this tournament, especially during the middle, we really didn't, the strategy, normally I'm really good at the strategy, making sure that we have a reliable strategy. And in the middle of the tournament, like the third, fourth, fifth, and those skills matches and the qualifying matches, obviously in one of them we tried to park a 3, and we really didn't need that. We've never done it before. We got really close, but it was unnecessary. So I'm gonna take part of the blame for that. It wasn't necessary. We in the other one that we lost, we tried to stack 3. That one, it was just we just weren't in sync with our alliance partner. When we're stacking 2 at the same time, it's really important to be in sync. We weren't, so that didn't go our way. But so we struggled a bit there, but we were able to get it back on track for the elimination matches. We did really well in the first one. We did really well in the second one too. Just, yeah, we were up against a really good alliance, so there's not much to do about that. We did really well. They did really well. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that.
I think, yes, I think the robot performed really well. The only match we filled up 2 buckets of rings in every match except for the one, like Lena mentioned, we tried to park with 3 for that reason, just because the other alliance goal that we would have filled up with rings was the one tipping the platform, and that was the one we were pushing up the platform. And yeah, I feel like, if I do say so myself, I feel like I performed very well driving. I feel like the robot performed very well, and I think Lennon did the strategy very well. I'm pleased with how we performed at this tournament.
Yeah, so obviously we didn't change the robot at all from this tournament, from our last tournament to this tournament. It worked really well, the rings were working really well, and yeah, we're not going to change it. But before we end this, we would like to thank 2148A, Metal Mayhem, for allying with us. I mean, we were really low in the rankings, but they saw that we had potential and they picked us, and I feel like we did really well with them. When we tried double park in our the one match we lost, they got all the way up to where they're supposed to be, up to the top of the platform. Just we weren't able to follow them, so they did their job, we didn't do ours. So I will apologize to them. We've never tried double park before, so it was necessary there though. But so yeah, we did really well together. And just really, they did really well with us. Our next tournament is going to be the World Championships. We're really excited for that. We're going to be there for robots and drones, so it should be really fun. We're just really, really excited for that. We're just going to try to get our robot. Our robot's going to stay the same, but we're going to work on programming. Hopefully put up a higher score than 60. That's the goal. But we're going to just try to get prepared for that.